Happy day, YouTube. My name is John, and this is my channel, The Intermancer. On the previous episode, I made a lot of progress on my system as far as adding additional genes to the experimentation on my genetic algorithm framework. But there was a problem because the user interface, when I go to look at my experimental runs, to look at the organisms in the repository, was only showing one experiment. If I ran two, it was only showing the first one. It wasn't showing the second one. So I need to fix that bug. The thing is, one of my purposes here, one of my ulterior motives is to learn how to use React. I don't know React very well. I have only a little bit of professional experience with React, not a significant amount. And so one of the things I'm trying to do here is to learn how to use React better. So I want to fix this bug, but I want to, and I tried to get the AI to fix it for me on the last episode, but it really wasn't working out. So I'm going to take a step back, return to first principles, and instead of trying to get the AI to fix the bug for me, I'm going to try to get the AI to help me understand how the system is working in the interest of fixing it myself. With that, let's do this. So the first thing I need to do is I need to move it from build to plan because I don't want it to actually do anything. I'm going to close all the tabs, and I am going to switch this to Sonnet 4.6. And I'm going, and actually before I do anything else, let's go ahead and confirm that the bug is still a problem. So here, Gradle W boot run. It's still going to be a problem. I haven't done anything significant to fix it. But let's go ahead and confirm everything. Okay. Start up the front end. Go hit the front end UI. Start an experiment. Confirm that I see it in the repo. Do another experiment, and those of you who saw the last episode know that I've been doing the second experiment longer just because I want to see that greater experimentation. It still runs. We fixed our memory leak a few episodes back, so it doesn't take too long. It's already over halfway done. And now go back to the repository, and we're only seeing one. So go to IntelliJ. There is a bug in the UI. When I run two experiments, I only see the first experiment in the repository screen. I need to understand how the UI is working. I don't have much experience with React. Explain to me how the repository screen gets updated. Okay, so it's saying it's going to do the analysis. taking a while without really doing anything. Wonder if it says what it's doing. Howler Plus thinks it found the bug. Okay, so let's see. The repository screen is built from 4 components. Stored organism experiments list screen. There is no global state. Everything uses React's built-in use state. The key is state in main content. Repository view, set repository view, use state experiments. The experiment list data lives locally inside experiments list screen. Use state experiment summary. The refresh flow uses a refresh key pattern. User navigates to repository, main content experiment experiments refresh key. Experiments refresh key is passed as a refresh key prop to experiments list screen. Experiments list screen has a use effect that watches refresh key. Use effect. Fetch experiments calls get, and it updates on refresh key. Fetch experiments at line 23 calls the backend and then replaces the entire list with set experiments data. The list also refreshes when you navigate back to it from a detail screen. The front-end code itself correctly replaces the whole list on every fetch. There's no append versus overwrite problem. The set experiments data call always sets the full array return. The bug is almost certainly in the backend. The endpoint get Gaia F experiment list is probably only returning the first or most. To confirm, open your browser's developers tool, navigate to the repository screen, look at the response from. If you see only one, okay, so let's try that. Here we go, F12, function F12. Okay, actually, let's see. Localhost 8080 Gaia F. Oops, what's that endpoint it gives me? Experiment list. Experiment list. Oh, it is only giving me the first one. I have confirmed that the backend is only returning a single experiment. Go ahead and analyze experiment controller and the related classes to figure out why that is. It's good to know that the bug's not in the front end. Wish it at least gave some kind of spinner when it's doing an analysis. It says generating. I don't know if that's supposed to inspire confidence in me that it's actually doing something. Having something move, even if it's not actually doing anything, makes it feel like it's doing something, even if it's not. The root cause is clear. The bug is in basic experiment impl. Okay, let's see. It is annotated with component, but no scope is specified, which means Spring treats it as a singleton, one single instance for the entire application. When you click Start Experiment, it does this. It is a singleton. Get bean always returns the same object. Oh. To basic, and so Spring creates a new instance for every call to get bean. With prototype. Okay, so it's saying that the fix is to just add this annotation so that start experiment, when I call start experiment in the experiment service, it gets a new basic experiment impl. So let's go ahead and look up basic experiment. Yep, look at that. Okay. Yes. Make that change. We should be able to see the code change right here in front of us. There it is. Let's go ahead and stop this front end. Stop the back end. It's going to do a full build. And then I'll do a full build here. Oh. I want to manually test it first. Okay. Great old W, clean build. Boot run. Run the UI. Okay, let's do the same thing we did before. And it's interesting because I'm pretty sure that before I was using a different way to create that basic experiment impl, because I know I've seen that work. So I must have been using a different method. And so I feel like the agent must have changed either basic experiment impl or experiment service. And if I really wanted to, I could dive deep into the commit to see where things were changed, but I'm not going to do that if this works. Okay, and go to repo. There it is, two of them. Excellent. Go ahead and go here. Everything works. Commit the code with a comprehensive change log and push to GitHub. There are a bunch of files that have not been committed and pushed. Commit them along with an extensive changelog and push to GitHub. It didn't push all of the gene stuff that we've been doing. Oh. Yeah. All the new genes weren't added. Okay. Excellent. Well, I've been trying to keep my videos shorter, and it looks like I actually succeeded in keeping a video short. This has been good. We fixed a bug, and I'm really happy with where the system's been lately. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, and I appreciate your time.